So I decided to come back and do San Francisco tomorrow. So let me get on home. I'm not home. Back to my hotel room. That way I can regroup. And because it's already after 5. The time, I'm not sure what time it is, but it's best to go ahead and just get back to, because it wasn't that far. Like I said, this was a smooth ride coming up here. And of course there's traffic everywhere. Nothing to me, there's nothing really to be lying about. I just don't understand what's all this lying about and manipulation and deception going on. About how bad places are. And I know why, because we're in a political season, and everybody wants to lie and deceive people, because they know that we're not going to be walking the talk. What does I mean? What do I mean by that? Nobody's going to do what I'm doing. No one. All right. Because they won't see a purpose to it. I knew that it was a purpose. I knew it was a destiny. I knew it was a path that I had to take. Okay. Now, did I say it was going to be easy? If I said that, and again, what it does demonstrate to me is that a lot of people are just not experienced with dealing with a lot of human beings all at once and deal with the differences in each other. Okay, if they don't look like me, then there's a problem with them, and that is what the problem is. If they don't look like me or talk like me or act like me, then there's a problem with them. They don't need to be here. They don't belong here. And if you knew the history of Los Angeles, okay, almost all of us do not belong here, actually, considering. But most of the time we don't know anything, because the people that are always crying and whining like babies, like I said, these feminine straight males of European descent, usually German ancestry, are the ones doing all the complaining and whining. Well, they were the original immigrants some 100 years ago that came over here and stole a lot of land. Let's make that very clear. Okay, and so now they're the ones whining and complaining and scared. Because that's called the boomerang, by the way. And so now, like I said, the pendulum is shifting. Okay, and it's going to cause, because we were complacent, unfortunately, neglectful. We became materialistic and grew the population to be out of control. The materialism out of control. The form of traveling all the time, back and forth, for entertainment purposes only, out of control. Like I told you, this is not a vacation for me. And this was an exploration, and it confirms my intuition. It confirms my dreams. It confirms all the things that I recognize that were happening. Via my visualization, whatever. Okay, and I'm saying things that most people do not want to say in public because they feel embarrassed. They feel like people are gonna make fun of them. Well, I'm not too concerned about that, obviously, right? But I knew that this is something I had to do, and I'm so thankful that I did. Otherwise, how can I make a decision if you don't know the reality of a situation? And that's the point I'm making. How do you make decisions when you don't know the reality of the situation? So a lot of us are living in delusion. Okay, a lot of us, and I say a massive amount of us, are in pure delusion and in pure fantasy about the reality of an individual situation and the situation of the planet. All right, so if anyone's tired of hearing me, like I said, this is all free will. This is all information, and I'm so thankful billions of people are talking. So you can always swipe. And that's the beauty of everything. You have that free will. But I feel pretty good about people talking, though. At first I was like, God, what the hell? Everybody has podcasts. Well, I understand that now. People are controlling their narrative. Wow, that looks really dangerous right there. That situation right there. It's kind of dangerous looking to me. But anyway, people are controlling their narrative. I like that. Again, we got to talk about, we need to be careful about certain things that we talk about on social media platforms or on podcasts. To make sure you have the proper setting and that you're not offending people unnecessarily. You can have any opinion and theory you want, but make sure you know what you're talking about, and make sure you know that there's cause and effect, when you're intentionally going out wanting to hurt people. I'm going to do my podcast as well, and see how that could help me to help people as well as provide a livelihood for me. The West Coast is where I'm going to stay. How about that? I made that decision already, but where on the West Coast? Well, that'll be revealed at the right time either. Also, I'm not going to share too much about that as well. Just let things just happen. And then, when it becomes necessary to talk about it, it'll be necessary to talk about it. The great thing about podcasting, you can podcast from anywhere. And you can broadcast all over the world, all over the stars, over the moon and the mountains if you choose to. So, yes. So I'm going to do San Francisco tomorrow. So I'm going to get back to the hotel, kind of regroup. And like I said, this turned out to be better than I thought it would be. A better trip than I thought it would be. And I'm so thankful I took it. Because I could have easily, decided not to. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop right now. Send peace and love, everybody. Traffic is heavy, but I expected that on Friday. It's Friday, y'all. So be good to yourself. Please just be good to yourself. Even though everything is happening kind of crazy for people, a lot of people are going to be dealing with a whole lot of stuff. Okay, I think more so financially than anything. And so I'm not saying to go out and pay people's bills and stuff like that, but you just have some compassion if you can, empathy. I've been there, done that. Because I told you about when I was in that South Florida town, I was financially irresponsible. Okay, financially irresponsible. I ended up losing a whole lot of stuff where I couldn't afford a television at one point. Okay, in the midst of all that beauty, couldn't even afford a television. But that's, but to be honest, that's where I developed a whole lot too. And realized, because I was addicted to television. I was addicted to reality shows. I was addicted to, I love myself I was loving myself some TV. I'm going to be honest. I thought I could just live with TV for, and didn't need anything else. Until one day, I didn't have a TV and I couldn't afford one, And then, like I said, with the financial situations going on, and not being able to pay my bills, being in an apartment where all I could do is sleep on a air mattress, and I had my laptop. And then, but it was one of the best development experiences of my life. All right. So, because I was able to recover from that. So we're going to always have something that we got to get over. That's the point I'm making. You're not going to, it just doesn't serve you to not anticipate situations just not turning out as you hope they would. Okay? It's going to be really difficult for a whole lot of people. I don't care if you're a celebrity or not. I don't care if you're poor or not. I don't care if you're homeless or not, jobless or not, and you don't have, or you're single, you're reclusive, whatever. Okay, there's going to be a whole lot of things that we're all going to have to get over. All I'm saying is it is good with a partner, a companion. Okay, if that's possible. It may not be possible. Okay, you have to be willing to do certain things. Are you willing to do this? Are you willing to give up that? And da 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 da. Are you willing to move here? Are you willing to move there? And a lot of people are just not are willing to do that kind of thing. So decisions, right. So I hope this has been enjoyable to me. Okay, I think once I'm done with San Francisco tomorrow, that's it. I'm gonna take a day of meditation, of a more intensive meditation, and see what happens, intensive no thought meditation. While I'm reading, I got a book to read, which is, I'm looking forward to that, a new book to read, and then reread some others, and see what happens, see what material, what information reveals itself to me. This has been worth it. Now, will I do it again? It all depends. and to be honest with you, I don't need to do this certain type of investigation. I guess I call it adventure, as I call it, non-vacation journey, path, whatever. Because I made this path, and now I'm going to be creating other paths, and other destinations, other destinies. So that's what makes me happy, actually, because once you follow the path, regardless of the outcome, that's how you open yourself up. Trust me on that. Okay, that means that if you're willing to follow those, because like I said, we came with instructions. All right, we came with the instructions. So follow instructions. Okay, which comes in intuition, dreams, visualization, meditation, and watch what happens. Feel what happens. Hear what happens. See, feel, and know that, okay, yes, it's difficult, but it doesn't have to be so damn complicated. That's where we interfere and make it complicated. We don't have to do that. And I hope that's what I can teach to my young people, from their auntie. That you don't have to make shit difficult. All right? So we're going to have fun with this. I'm going to say about setting up podcasts. We're going to have fun with this the best way we can. Control the narrative. I like I said, I like that everybody is talking, because they are controlling their narrative. They're not allowing the media, certain media outlets to control the narrative. All right, the certain media outlets, you're going to have to find other forms of entertainment at some point. You will. You're going to have to find other forms of entertainment at some point. So be prepared for that. It's not business as usual. Okay, it's not business as usual for any of us. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this one down. And once again, peace and love. And trust me, I will be back.